Hey guys, before we dive into today's show, I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit of a lead in into this episode because it is a little bit different. This episode was actually a pre-recording from a week or so back for what was actually going to be my own personal podcast. I had my brother come on just, for the nature of the topic, just kind of have some fun with it. And it was actually this episode that kind of led to the idea of us doing a show together. We had a lot of fun with it. It was goofy. It was a good distraction for us as well. And it was just fun and it was enjoyable. And it spawned the idea of us doing this thing together. So just wanted to kind of lead in because we're going to kind of jump into the middle of the show. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a heads up. But other than that, we're good to go. So enjoy the show. I told you that in the short term, while we're all on lockdown, that I want this podcast to just be just that, just a distraction to all the craziness going on outside in the world with everything that we're dealing with. And last night, actually, I was making my wife and I a sandwich, and I came up with today's idea for today's podcast. And today we're going to talk about the most random, unwritten rules of life. Just totally random, stupid stuff that almost everybody does, or a vast majority of people do, but really don't even realize it. And when I was thinking of just totally random, stupid shit, that brings me to my guest today. We actually have a guest on today, and it's my brother William, and he is with us via phone. So, what's going on, Willie?
Yeah, I like that intro. Random stupid shit, and that somehow my name gets tied to that.
Yeah,
Cool.
absolutely.
Right.
When I think of random stupid things, you're the first thing that comes to mind.
Whatever.
How's what's today? I don't even know what day is it today.
You know what's funny is I that was me yesterday. Yesterday I thought it was fucking Saturday. I swear to God.
This
The only reason I knew it was Monday is because I saw an ad for WWE Monday Night Raw, and I was like, holy crap. I was like, okay.
Since this thing started and I've gotten kicked off my routine, like my sense of day is just completely gone. Like,
Yeah.
not only does like days don't feel like a certain way to me, and I honestly have no clue what day it is. It's Tuesday. Tuesday? It's Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yeah, today's Tuesday.
So what? We've been on lockdown for like 3 days. I mean,
No, lockdown.
well, lockdown happened yesterday for the most part, but I mean, stuff's been messed up for like a week or so now.
Yeah, technically, I mean, well, our work got shut down a week ago Monday, so this is like day 8 of being out of work.
Yeah. So what are you doing with all your free time these days?
I work out twice a day. I eat. I walk. I'm trying to read and write more, and then that's about it.
What are you reading right now?
Game Changer. It's by John Berardi.
Precision nutrition guy, huh?
Yeah.
What about you? What are you writing? What are you working on right now?
I got a blog post I got to finish up about why most people should be on 100 grams of carbs a day. Why that would work for most.
Ooh, interesting. Well, we'll be sure to blast that out when you post it. So, without further ado, I guess we could kind of get into the topic of today's show, because I want this to be somewhat short. 10-15 minutes would be perfect because if you guys did listen to the first episode, I said I wanted to come out with an episode every day. But I also said don't hold me to it because I'm still figuring this stuff out. And it's a good thing I said that because the hosting site that I'm using for the podcast, with the plan that I'm in right now, you only have 2 hours a month. So I need to figure out how to upgrade that stuff and everything until so that way I can kind of post more content. So there's obviously I don't have enough in 2 hours to post every single day, but I'm gonna look into that and see kind of what we can get. So maybe every other day, every 2-3 days, whatever we got. But we'll start pumping some stuff out. So I want to try and keep these a little bit short. Having said that, let's dive in and stop wasting time. So, unwritten rules of life that are totally random and stupid. So, the first one, like I said, the thing that made me think of this, I was making me and my wife sandwiches last night. So, rule number 1 is peanut butter and jelly. When you're making a peanut butter and jelly, the peanut butter goes on first. I mean, that's
a no-brainer.
That's across the board, right? Nobody puts the jelly on first, right?
No, man, jelly's the afterthought. That's the stepchild.
Like, you got the jelly. I mean, if you just look at it from a sense of, like, when you put the peanut butter on and then, like, dipping, obviously you're going to have a little bit of residual peanut butter on the knife. And then you're going into the jelly jar. Like, it's the other way around. It's just not right. If you're going into the peanut butter with some residual jelly on the knife, that's a massacre. That's a disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah, but if you really think about it, it's a hell of a lot harder to lick peanut butter off the knife and get it clean than it would be the jelly.
But why?
But still, we don't do it that way.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't. But it's a lot easier for me. I don't. So I'll lick the peanut butter off the knife. But I don't lick the jelly off the knife. The jelly scrapes off on the jelly jar really easily.
No, the only time I lick the jelly off is if there's still some residual peanut butter, so that I get them both at the same time. If I can't get them both at the same time, I won't do it.
Yeah, there you go. That's good. And you actually had an add-on with the peanut butter and jellies that, I mean, I grew up with you, so I automatically did this too, but I didn't even think about this. So you're the one that started this for me, but I'm sure that we're not alone on this. If you want to weigh in on that one.
I mean, I kind of got two. I mean, one, I have to cover the bread entirely. Like, there's no leaving a little bit of, like, the corners.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the corners get hit with peanut butter and jelly. Like,
yeah.
I mean, Dad makes fun of me.
Because it takes you 15 minutes to make it.
Because, yeah, it takes a little longer to actually make. But you got to cover it.
100% surface area covered.
Yeah. I mean, what? I mean, if you're going to do it right.
Yeah, that's right.
And two, I always eat it with the peanut butter side up. So, like, when I bite down, the peanut butter is facing up. And that's, like, I never ate a peanut butter and jelly with peanut butter facing down.
You see, I don't know. I've never paid attention that closely to that part. But I do know that when I'm putting the pieces of bread together, I'll always grab the peanut butter piece and put it on top of the jelly piece.
See, that's what I'm saying.
But I don't know how I grab it from there, so I don't know. I'd have to look from that. But
I mean, I don't think I'm alone on this.
No, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense for sure. All right, so that's rule number 1. Rule number 2. I mean, a lot of these I don't know. A lot of these have to do with eating shit, so that just tells you kind of where our head's at. But rule number 2, this. I probably have the strongest feelings on this one than any other rule on this list, and that is, you pour your cereal in the bowl before you pour the milk in. If you pour milk in the bowl and then pour your cereal, like, you're a Nazi. Like, that just doesn't. That you.
No,
I can't trust you. I can't trust you if you do that.
You can't get the right ratio.
Yeah, for sure.
There's no way you nail the ratio on that.
Yeah, that's it. Just doesn't work that way. I mean, I've actually seen it happen a couple times, and it's just weird. Now, it's different if you've already started and you have some milk left in there, and then you go for a second bowl.
That's true.
But you're always adding milk after that, though, unless it's just very little just to try and dust it off.
Yeah, most likely.
But your first bowl of cereal's got to go in first. Then you pour the milk in. And to go a step further, when you're pouring that milk in, you gotta circle it around, man. You gotta cover some ground with that milk. You can't just pour it all in one spot.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise, like cereal, like where you're hitting it first is gonna get soggy first. Like,
Yeah.
it's just not good.
You gotta spread the love. And then I've seen, this is just me, but I have to dunk every single piece of cereal under the milk before I take a bite. I can't.
Yeah.
I've seen people just go in there dry. They just pour the milk in there and then just take.
No,
They
I'm
take.
with you.
Yeah, they take.
I'm with you. You got to lube up each piece. It's got to happen.
Yeah, yeah. So that one. I mean, I used to be a huge. I don't eat cereal too much anymore, but I used to be a freaking cereal fiend when I was younger, man. And those were golden rules that just couldn't be broken. Rule number 3. These are in no particular order, by the way. This is just a completely random list that we came up with when we decided to do this. But rule number 3 is you have to wet your toothbrush before you put toothpaste on it.
Yeah, I mean, this one I do. Like, this is totally subconscious. Like, I just do it. I don't even think about it.
Yeah, and it's like I don't. This just popped in my head, but I have to wet my hands before I put soap on them too. Like
Yeah.
some people just go right to the soap, and then they'll turn the water on. But like, I don't know.
Like, I don't know. Yeah, I never thought about that, but yeah, typically that way.
But I've seen, yeah, I don't know. I've seen it go the other way in both instances. But I feel it feels. I know that just running my toothbrush under water for like a split second before I put toothpaste on, it's not like it's cleaning it at all.
Yeah, it does.
But like, if I don't, it feels so grody. If I just like go in with a dry toothbrush, I don't. It doesn't make sense to me.
It's just how it is. I don't know.
But I feel like this has got to be across the board. I mean, I got to feel like at least 95% of people got to do these things. So, next on the list, crust is to be eaten last when you're eating a slice of pizza.
Dude, that's a no-brainer. Now, you're going to get people on this one that are going to be like, not me, man. But it's like, okay, like, forget about that. Like Pizza Hut tried getting cute and, like, stuffing the crust and putting some pepperoni in there. And, like they ain't fooling nobody.
I mean, to me, the crust is like the structure of the slice. So if you eat that first, then you're just left with some like floppy mess that is just gonna be. It just doesn't. And plus, like a slice of pizza. I mean, I don't really eat Jets and the square stuff, but a lot of people like that square pizza now. But like, the crust is where you hold on to it.
Yeah.
Like, and it holds the structure of the pizza. And if it's a triangle slice, like, you can't hold it at the point of a slice of pizza. Like, where the hell are you going to hold it at?
No, crust is meant to be.
But some people, they go sideways, man. They go like Portnoy style, and they go sideways and like eat the slice of pizza sideways. I mean,
Yeah, but Portnoy does that because he's trying to like put
yeah,
it down quick.
no, I know, and that's why and he's also reviewing it, and he's got to get both ends of the pizza in. Like, he's doing it for like a review. He's doing it for a test.
Yeah.
He's not like eating it leisurely like all of us are.
And a lot of times the crust on the pizza, some places it sucks. So like I won't even eat it.
Yeah, just waste of calories. All right, number 5. Halfway up on the list after this one. Now, this is just because I am who I am, and I love lifting. And this is just something that popped in my head. But if you're using cast iron plates, the writing has to go on the inside. Like, the nice, smooth part of the plate should face outside.
Yeah, I agree with this one. I mean, obviously we're both fitness junkies, but I don't know. I feel like it's just backwards.
It's always been that. Yeah, it's just the way it has to be. I mean, there's really no elaborating on it, or there's really no.
Well, if you really think about it, too, because usually the lip of it is going to be on the writing side. So all your fingers can get around the lip when you're sliding it on. Otherwise, when you flip it around, you really only got your thumbs in the lip area.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's why it's been. Yeah, maybe that's why. I mean, I've just.
So it's just more. To me, it just makes more sense.
Yeah, no one's ever taught that to me or anything. It's just the way it's always been. This next one, number probably still would have been on here, even if he didn't pass away like a month ago. But you gotta yell Kobe if you're shooting something into the trash can.
Oh yeah.
Like you know, rest in peace to the Black Mamba. But you know, whether he was alive and well or since he did pass away, it's still like we did that 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and we still do it today. Like if you're shooting something away, you gotta yell Kobe.
Yeah, I mean, Kobe was our Jordan, so like it's Kobe, and I mean, it just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah. I mean, it is like literally. Could you think of a better name to have to yell like if you're busting a fadeaway or something?
No.
Like, like there's something called an onomatopoeia, or no? Is that right? Onomatopoeia. Like it's a word. It's a word that sounds like it is like buzz. Like buzz sounds like a buzz, kinda. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, you just lost me. I have no idea.
You don't know what I'm talking about? Like
I haven't heard that since like second grade.
like dong, like a dong sounds like a dong. It's an onomatopoeia.
Like a wiener?
No, like a like a drum dong. Like
I don't know. Yeah, okay.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Buzz, like
Rizzuto. Buzz. All I'm thinking about is Billy Madison when you say that.
All I'm thinking about is Major League 3. He's like, I'm a damn buzz. I'm a damn bumblebee. No. Okay, so I mean, you can fact check me, but I'm pretty sure an onomatopoeia is a word that sounds like what it is.
All right.
And to me, like Kobe's an onomatopoeia, like busting a fade.
You continue that. I'm gonna look it up actually. So you continue. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Okay. Yeah, like busting a fade, like that sounds like Kobe. It just sounds like Kobe. Like when you bust a fade, you have to hear the word Kobe. So you look that up. I'll move on. The next one, number 7. When you're eating fried eggs, you have to break the egg with your toast.
100%.
You can't fork your eggs, man.
100%.
I mean,
like a fried egg, that yolk gets busted with the toast.
Yeah.
Not your fork. You don't cut up the egg first either, and then the yolk just goes everywhere, and then you try to scoop it up at a later time. No. Like you dunk it first and try to contain the yolk so that you can eat the whole piece of toast.
It's so weird. Like my wife, Sarah, she does that. She breaks the egg with her. It's like she'll have 3 fried eggs on her plate, and she like fillets it. Like she'll stick her fork in all 3 eggs and just flop the top over to the side, and just have like these 3 open eggs.
That's just ludicrous.
Right? Tell me about it.
All right, hold on. Onomatopoeia. Yeah, this is what we got. The formation of a word from a sound associated with what is named.
Ha! See? I was right.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously that was much more sophisticated wording than I used, but I mean, that's pretty much what I said.
All right.
So a fadeaway, Kobe is an onomatopoeia for fadeaway.
All right. Yeah, okay.
When you hear Kobe, that's a fadeaway. That's what it is.
Yep, I agree.
So yeah, breaking your egg with the toast. How do you feel about this one? You have to finish one egg before you move on to the next one. Like I eat all the yolks and then I'll go back and finish them all off. Like I can't eat all the yolk of one egg and then eat the white of that one and then go on to another one. Like I have to finish all the yolks. Yeah, you have to finish all the yolks and then you can get everything else. Yeah. All right. Cool. Next one. This is number 8. Bottle up all your pain and anger when you stub your toe or jam your finger.
Oh yeah. You show no. I mean, even though it hurts like absolute hell, and everybody knows it hurt like absolute hell, like you just don't show it.
Well, yeah, it's not even that you don't show it, but like you just can't express it. Like you just instantly go quiet.
Yep.
Like your first instinct is to like bite down and like hold your breath.
You're gritting. You're cussing yourself out
in your head.
Yep.
Just MFing just dropping F-bombs like crazy in your head, but you just got to bottle it all up. Like you
And
can't.
if you're around like somebody that, if you're around like a lot of people or perhaps a hot chick, like back in the day, like when you're around like somebody that you're attracted to, oh, are you okay? Oh yeah, it didn't really hurt that bad. Like,
Oh yeah, I'm fine. That was good. You barely got me.
yeah, fucking bone sticking through his head.
It just missed. Just missed me. Yep. No, that's for sure. Been there many times. Number 9. Hit your brakes when you see a cop, regardless of how fast you're going.
Oh yeah,
Or
100%.
if you don't hit your brakes, you at least think about it and contemplate it for a quick
You
second.
immediately look at your speedometer.
Yeah, you'll look at your speedometer and that foot will hover over the gas or hover
Yeah.
over the brake. Like
Your
you will.
anxiety goes through the roof if you are speeding. Like you immediately, your anxiety is through the roof. If you're not speeding, you're like, oh, thank God I wasn't speeding at that point.
Yeah, but oh yeah, for sure. It's I hate that. I hate passing a cop when I'm
Yep.
like you just saying it's almost like when you stub your toe. you like you straight up and you just like hold your breath for a second, like oh fuck, and then you just wait to see if they pull out behind you, and it's about 5 seconds that lasts an eternity.
Yeah, it's really a coin flip at that point.
Yeah, pretty much. And the last one that I have on this list, kind of coming back to the sandwich making or whatever, but you never, if you have a new loaf of bread, like you never take the first loaf or the first piece. Like you never take, who opens a new bag of bread and takes the very first piece of the loaf? Like you're always like climbing over like 3-4 pieces and you're getting like some of the in the middle.
Well, I mean, when you look at most people won't eat the crust. I'm somebody that likes the crust, but even somebody that likes the crust, I always like end up waiting to eat it to the last. I always still pass on it the first time.
See, I never eat the very first or last piece. I think it's disgusting.
Really? Oh God, I like it.
I also don't eat regular bread. I mean, I'm Ezekiel bread pretty much exclusively, so it's even drier and harder than normal bread. But I'm not. I mean, I don't mind the crust. I like the crust on breads and stuff, but I ain't trying to freaking eat just an exclusive piece of crust. Like, it's not appealing to me.
Each his own.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. So that was our 10, and I figured what we could do to just wrap this up, because there's probably a lot of people out there that are like naming.
Hold on. Yeah, but on that topic, like, I want to throw this one out there. Am I the only one who tucks their feet under the covers, like folds their blanket in their feet, so that like Freddy Krueger can't get them at night?
I'm sure you're not the only one that.
You said that you think I'm alone in that.
I think you're alone in the fact that you do it so Freddy Krueger doesn't get you. I tuck my feet under my blanket too, but it's not because I don't want Freddy Krueger to get me.
Well, that's how it started, man. Like, I was scared of Freddy Krueger as a kid, and so like that's how I associate it. Like, there's that scene where he comes up and his claws are in the bed, and like,
and
not
you think
that, like, my claw.
you think the fact that his claws coming up through a mattress, but but your blanket's gonna stop him.
Yeah, I don't know. That's how I thought as a kid, so like it carried over.
Well,
it's kind of messed up. Like when you think of stuff like that really scars you as a child, how far it can carry.
Well, your logic is sound. Yeah, I tuck my feet in my bed too, but it ain't for that reason. And I'm sure a ton of people do, but I bet you're probably one of the very few that do it to keep Freddy Krueger away.
I don't know. I mean, well, if your listeners,
is your blanket made out of lead or something? How does that work?
I don't know, man. It's just fantasy land. If I believe it will stop him, I think it will stop him.
All right. So to wrap up, because I'm sure, back to what I was saying, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are out there probably like naming a ton of things like that we're forgetting or not saying or anything. So I figured that we'd go online, pull up a list, and see maybe if there's some that we forgot. So I just pulled up, this is the first one of the first ones that came up. It's just 23 unwritten rules that you absolutely must follow in life. And we're just gonna kind of run down these. We probably won't spend too much time on these because we're already at fucking 24 minutes.
Told you, man.
Yeah. Well, it is what it
Told
is.
you, it never goes as fast as you think it's going to.
Number one, don't ask for something if the person only has one left, like gum, cigarette, piece of cake. Wow. That's what they came up with. Cigarette or piece of cake is two of the three that they came up with. Oh boy. All right. Just goes to show you where we're at this point.
Yeah.
Number two, if you use up all the toilet paper, you go refill it. Okay.
You know how many people don't do that?
I mean, I'm not taking shits at other people's houses. Like,
That's the other thing, yeah.
like at my house, obviously I'm gonna change it. Like if I'm at my house, but like, why are you dropping deuces at when you're company at someone else's house? Like you can't hold it. I mean, that's just that ain't cool. I ain't trying to be hit.
Not to mention, like, most of the time, if you do that, you're trying to hide it anyway. You guys are coming out and be like, yo.
Yeah, you're out of toilet paper.
Yeah. Gonna have to refill this.
Yeah, for real.
Especially because, I mean, you never know. And that person might be like, damn, man, I had half a roll left.
Yeah, right? Seriously. I ain't trying to, like, Harry Dunn this stuff, like Dumb and Dumber style, but, number three, don't mess up an apology with an excuse. That's a good one. Oh, I'm really sorry, but blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Well, that's like athletes. I'm not going to make any excuses for my performance, but, I was sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even going to go. There's a ton of those things that you can do. Number four, buy a plunger before you need a plunger. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that could go for a lot of things, though. That's philosophy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, that's just about anything. Do not swipe left or right if someone shows you a photo on their phone. I'll take that a step further. How about if I'm showing you something on my phone, you don't just grab my phone out of my hand? That's what makes me mad. Like, if I turn my phone to show you something, I'm not handing you my phone. Like, I don't want you grabbing and touching my phone and, like, trying to, like, just take a look and then, like, let's move on.
Yeah, that's. I mean, you can't see the picture any clearer.
Yeah, right?
Like, it doesn't change.
Unless my wife is showing you the photo and she likes to weave it up and down uncontrollably till hey, read this. Meanwhile, you'd think she's, like, off-roading on a four-wheeler.
Yeah, well, maybe she's got Parkinson's or something.
Hey, let's hope not. Number six, pee first no matter what you're doing. Okay? I have to pee before I go to bed.
Oh, yeah, I do that.
Like, I will force myself. Like, even if I, like, peed, like, 10 minutes before, it's got to be part of my, like, going to bed routine.
Yeah,
like, I'll stand at the toilet for, like, 5 minutes trying to make something come out before I can go to bed.
Too, just because my biggest pet peeve is having to piss in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
God, that really irritates me.
Yep, me too. No, this next one. If you borrow someone's car, fill up the tank before you return it. Absolutely. Dad taught me that. Leave it in better condition than you found it. Leave what? I guess that's just a general statement.
Yeah.
Number 9. When you go out to dinner with a group, only the person who ordered the least expensive meal can offer to split the check evenly. That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't put.
Really getting deep.
Yeah, these are like actually like kind of,
I like ours more. But,
yeah, these are actually like valuable. Ours are kind of just random and stupid. Don't put your music on speakers when you're in a public place. Make sure you use headphones. Okay. Keep toilet stalls tidy after using them. It amazes me how many people can cause utter devastation in there and then walk away. Yeah, I don't go number 2 in public, so you ain't gotta worry about that from me. Number 12. You can be wrong. It isn't a bad thing. When you are wrong, acknowledge it and learn from it.
Ooh, man, so many people need to do that one.
I mean, this is just getting like deep here.
Yeah, I'll own my shit when I'm wrong. I
Don't
learned that early on.
don't start drama at a funeral. What?
What the hell?
That one came out of left field.
I mean, I laughed my ass off at a funeral once. I mean, that probably caused a ruckus, but
Chew with your mouth closed. That's
okay.
general advice. Never make fun of someone else's laugh, be it how they sound or how they look. Laughing is the most natural expression of joy and happiness, and for someone to feel self-conscious about that because of others' comments is brutal.
That's legit. Now that is a good one.
Yeah, I never thought
about
of
that one.
Yeah, no, that's
like laughter is actually like good for the soul. It's good for your health.
yeah, and you can just rob that.
Yeah, if you suppress that in somebody, man, you're really screwing with them.
Yeah, don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Next one, don't leave your shopping cart in the middle of the grocery aisle.
Oh. I was gonna say I thought out in the parking lot. God, that pisses me off.
Either way, both of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is like if you were going down the aisle and you saw something you wanted and you just kind of left your cart there while you went and grabbed it. I think that's kind
true.
of. But yeah, okay. But yeah, also like put the fucking shopping cart away. Like don't leave it in that pisses me off when like I'm trying to find a parking spot at Costco and like I'm like, oh shit, there's one, and I go to pull up on it and there's a fucking cart right there and I'm like,
Yeah.
seriously? Oh, that's bothersome. If you're borrowing something for a third time, you need one of your own. Okay. If you have to cancel on a friend, it's your responsibility to reschedule. Okay. Don't propose at someone else's wedding.
Wow.
All right. Do not vape when in space you are not permitted to smoke. No shit. Okay.
Yeah, I could go for any smoking.
Turn on your headlights when it's snowing. All right. Oh, it says, turn on your headlights when it's snowing. I'm talking to you, asshole in the white truck. Don't look through the gap of a bathroom stall. What? So don't be a pervert or peeping Tom, I guess. That's good advice.
That's...
If there's a space, always leave at least one urinal gap between you and a fellow urinal user. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know, unless like it's not as bad if they have like the little mini walls between them, but when there's no walls between it and you got like 6 urinals to use from, like, don't stand right next to me.
Yeah, you almost want to say something if that
Yeah,
happens.
really, it is. Yeah, it's
like,
just...
really, guy? Like, really? It's almost like when you're in the gym and you're the only person on the treadmills and somebody comes up to run on the treadmill and they get on the one right next to you.
Yeah, well,
like,
I don't have those at my gym, so I don't have to worry about that. Be kind to people that are working, food staff, medical staff. Don't take your bad day out on someone else. Okay. Off before on. Let people off the elevator before you get on. Okay. That's it. That was the list. Oh, wait. Nope, there's more. Holy shit. How many? It said 23 unwritten rules. There's 26, 27, 28. Walk on the left side of the escalator. Stand on the right. That's a good one. All right. That's it. Cool. All right. So, yeah, I think we covered a good amount there. 32 minutes. Only triple what I wanted to go. I don't know how I thought that we could do that in 10 to 15 minutes, but I really don't even feel like we wasted that much time. But, yeah. All right. Do you have anything else to add?
Nope. That's it for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we laid down some laws.
Yeah, I think we got some good stuff out there. So hopefully you guys got, a half an hour of entertainment value out of this to just take a break from the bizarre world that we're all part of right now. So we got nothing but time coming up, so we'll try and get some more of these out. We already got an idea for another episode that I'll probably have my brother come back on for. So until then, Willie, you take care of yourself over there, and don't get too wild.
Yeah, I might go insane because I'm legitimately by myself for 3 weeks. But hey.
Yeah, well, yeah, and then the rest of you do the same, man. Stay healthy, stay safe, and stay home. Just stay home.
Keep your asses at home.
Let's just try to knock this thing out as fast as possible so we can get back to our regularly scheduled programming. So, Willie, thanks for coming on, and then everybody else, thanks for listening, and we will see you guys on the next one.